We Talk Culture. We back with episode 3. I'm your boy Prada now. I'm here with my guys, SWAYZE, BYRD. How y'all feeling, man? What's going on? How the week going? How was y'all weekend?
Hey man,
I had a headache for 3 days straight.
I'm feeling like this after that Youngboy.
Youngboy, I haven't got him turned up. You feeling better, bro, by the way?
Yeah, I'm feeling alright. I ain't no complaints. You feel me?
Hey, listen, man. Hey, we worry about our mental health, physical health. We worry about all that shit over here at We Talk Culture. Real quick, I just want to give love to all the subscribers that we have been getting, all the love we've been getting on across all platforms, whether it be YouTube or any type of social media. We really, really, really do appreciate that, John.
Facts.
And one quick special shout out to the Wazoo podcast. Shout out to the homie Alex Farmer. Sorry for putting your government out there. So shout out to the homie Alex and his podcast. Another hip hop podcast. They do things a little bit different than what we do, but again, that's their own way. And again, shout out to them for giving us some early love, early shout out. Also, shout out to Aaron. It's Aaron on YouTube. It's Aaron Speaking on YouTube. Pretty decent sized YouTuber. Reached out to him. Amazing dude. Wants to show love. Don't be surprised if you see any of our collaboration with these guys in the future as well. But yeah, this weekend we had kind of a slow music week. I ain't gonna cap. We're gonna get right into it with the DOLPH project. I'm gonna start off. Me personally, I didn't want to give it no rating or anything. We all know the tragic events of Young Dolph. Leaving behind family, leaving behind kids. For me, that hit really deep. And so going into this project, I didn't really have a lot of, I wasn't going into it to judge. I was just going in to listen. And yeah. Anybody want to take over?
I'll let BYRD go first.
One of the songs that stood out to me was the first one. It's pretty much the intro of the song, but at the same time, I think it's like the hardest song on it. LLD, I guess it's his man's, Jay Fizzle on there.
Yeah, the entire project was pretty much... Paper Route Empire is his label.
Yeah. So
it was just a bunch of artists signed to him.
And I also didn't know that when I listened to it. I kind of thought that it was going to be like, kind of how Juice WRLD's was, where it was like just songs that he didn't
like
put out yet.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
But I kind of like the way they did that. They each had their own song.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Like, it's very a different take on it. But I actually liked it a lot.
To real quick to tap on what he said, the reason why I like him the most is because exactly what BYRD was saying about that Juice WRLD stuff, or like an artist period. Like, y'all know when like somebody passed away or anything like that, they drop all these songs and then you go, oh, so and so's putting out the project this week, and you look and that bitch is 30 songs long.
Huge, yeah.
Hell no. This song is very concise, very, very to the point. Like, it's very straight to the point. And that's what made it cool for me. Like, I wasn't listening to a 30-track album of a bunch of songs that you didn't finish.
Nice.
I was kind of scared when they said they were coming out with it. I was kind of nervous. Because that's exactly what I didn't want it to be. I didn't want it to be, like, just hurry up and a bunch of, like, rushed stuff from him.
So, for me, it was kind of the opposite. We, obviously, every week we talk about, like, what albums we're going to listen to, so that we can talk about them on the podcast. Make sure we make sure we listen to them. But when I seen it, I hit bro up like, bro, ain't no Dolph album that came out. Like, I'm looking under
his title is fucking trash.
Young Dolph's name. Nah, it wasn't even that. I seen that album. Like, I seen the Paper Route Empire and blah blah blah.
It just wasn't.
It just like I was looking under Young Dolph. I personally didn't really follow Dolph like that to know that Paper Route was him.
His label.
Like, only thing I knew about Dolph was the famous is Dolph. I love that.
Yes, sir.
So when I seen it came out and I looked and I seen it was like a bunch of, well, for one, people I don't personally know. Like, the only person I really knew was Key Glock.
Yeah, that's the biggest guy on here, probably outside of Dolph himself.
Yeah, facts. So when I looked and seen that, I was like, I don't really know none of these dudes, but let's tap into it.
Yeah.
And I agree with BYRD. I loved LLD. I don't think it was the hardest song on here. But out of 8 songs, it was probably it was in my top 3.
Right.
I love the song with Key Glock. I kind of like Key Glock. I wouldn't say I'm like his biggest fan. I don't know his whole discography.
He got the slaps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he gonna give you something to listen to. Like he can actually rap. He's talented. And I could say like when that came on and he was talking how he was talking, I kind of got hyped. I was like, okay, like because I was expecting the album to be depressing.
Yeah,
like
that's another thing that I don't like either is like they always like bring a mood down, even if the music is hype.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle, they'll throw like an interlude or something, and it's just kind of like brings it all down.
Yeah, it was like I that's what I expected from this album was like this whole thing is gonna be depressing.
Yeah,
it wasn't that at all. My personal favorite song was "Love for Me." With actual Dolph on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Just hearing that, this Dolph in the beginning turned me up. I was like, yeah, talk heavy. He didn't even say a bar yet. It just this Dolph turned me all the way up. And I was like, yo, I can ride to this. Like, that's definitely a song I would be revisiting.
So what would be your guys' like overall message from the project? Like, what was your biggest takeaway from the project? So for me, to answer my own question, the biggest takeaway from this project for me is exactly going back to what I said earlier about exactly how To The Pony all the artists were, but how they all influenced, how Dolph influenced everybody so hard. Like there's a lot of vulnerability on this project to where it's like, yo, like I'm not sure what track it was. I want to say my personal favorite track was track 2, Role Model, and I think it was Role Model, where Kenny Money pretty much was saying like, yo, bro, you fuck with me. You seen something in me. You fucked with me. You even fucked with me through my mistakes. You still threw the bread at me. You still signed me to the label. You still fuck with me. And pretty much everybody on here was saying that exact same thing. Like, yo, like, you really, really fuck with me. And like, taking this project and broadening it to like the bigger world, I wish more people would see that message. Because in like the real world, I feel as though it's always like, for example, it's always a stigma on the hood. You know what I mean? And it's like for certain people that go in and out of the hood, like, you know, yeah, there's hood shit. But sometimes you find the most genuine people in the fucking hood. Literally. And I can see even relate that to traveling. Like you go to these countries, you go to these islands, bro, these folks will give you the shirt off their back. It's like, bro, like, I didn't ask you to refill my cup. You just refilled that throne 4 times. Like, chill. Like, but this is how they are. So, like, bringing that back full circle to this project, it's like, yo, like, Dolph was really fucked with, and it's just a sad joint for me.
I agree. Like, the message from that album I pulled is, like, he loved his artists for them, not just for what income they can bring him, what profit they can bring him. And that means the world to an artist, like not even just an artist, to a human being, period. Like if
to a nigga come up in the hood, cause a lot of niggas, yo, they just need a hug. They just need somebody, an OG. They just need a big brother. They just need something like.
Yeah, like it, and it don't even just gotta be the hood for real. Like no matter where you from, if you got somebody who love you for you, that speaks volumes. Like
for sure,
there are people I met in the suburbs that are just day ones, you know, like they never looked at me because, oh, okay, Zay seemed like he on a path to make his own money, or he on a path to maybe start his rap career, so on and so forth. Like they mess with me for me. They didn't mess with me because I'm SWAYZE now. Mm-hmm. They mess with Zay. Like they love SWAYZE, yeah, but they knew Zay before he wasn't.
Exactly, and all that stuff comes down with growth. Brady got about it.
Just pretty much tapped on what you said about that role models. That's the first thing. He does that little intro in the beginning, and he's like, yeah, I got, you know how many Dolphs are out there right now, like. Yeah, there's thousands and thousands of Dolphs out there right now, and they're gonna blow it up even bigger than I did. When he said that kind of like it kind of breaks down the kind of person that he was, and how, like you said, how he looked out for like his younger folks and stuff.
And he looked out for the people, bro. I don't think there's any artist that really gave back to their fans like he did. I'm not talking about giving out a whole bunch of shirts. I'm not talking about a bunch of free like, I remember when he passed away, and I'm gonna wrap this up quickly, but I remember when he passed away, the very first, and it's not always about money, but the first thing that came out was when he did a show. I'm not sure what festival or concert it was, but he literally gave two of his fans like 10,000 or 20,000 or something like that. It's like, go to college, pay off your debt, fam. And he specifically said on $1 Million Worth of Game, he was like, bro, like, I gave out money to my fans because y'all ain't have to fuck with me. That's it. Y'all did not have to fuck with me, bro. And that's heavy. That's heavy. That's pure, genuine. Like, yeah, that's heavy to me. Now we're moving on to Young Boy. NBA Youngboy dropped, Youngboy never broke again. Whatever. Dropped Colors Deluxe. SWAYZE, take it away.
Yeah. So I listened to. I'm gonna give this album the benefit of the doubt for multiple reasons.
Fuck all that. Track 1, skip. Skip.
I agree.
No way, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt for the sole fact that for one, I'm rapped out. No quilly. Like I'm rapped out. Like we've been reviewing mostly rap albums since we started this podcast. I need some R&B in my life. Yeah, it is for sure. It's just like I'm rapped out. Secondly, I had a headache when I was listening to this, so I was kind of like, yeah, I don't feel like it right now. So I'm gonna definitely run this joint back just to try to give it another chance. But right now, track 1, skip. Track 2, skip. Track 3, skip. They literally sound like the same 3 songs over and over to me.
Oh yeah, we gotta rewind back because you going a little hard. Track 1, skip.
The first time I listened to it, they did all sound the same. I ran through the whole thing, and I was like, I couldn't tell you the name of a song, the difference of a song, and then I had to literally like break it down. Like, if I like noticed something that I like, I would look down at my phone and see what song it was because I was listening to it at work, and I started like picking up on different things that he does.
Right.
But I mean, I'm gonna let y'all go first because I don't want to affect what y'all.
We gonna do.
Nah, I want to hear what y'all.
This is the bigger. No. This is the bigger album. This is the bigger album.
Yeah.
This is the genre we really gonna get into.
Yeah.
So again, we focusing on Colors Deluxe. Came out this weekend. So track 1 for me is a skip.
Bang.
I'm
banging it.
Crazy.
I'm banging
That
it.
shit was a big skip.
I'm banging it. I always feel like the first song on the album's always hit harder for me for some reason. I don't know if that's because it's like getting me into the album and like I'm expecting a lot.
I agree.
So that's why I always
this one.
I hold the first song to a higher standard than usual, and I listened to this John. I restarted from the beginning.
So you said you hold the first song to a higher standard, and that first song was the one that banged.
It was top 3 in this album, I think.
Top 3.
I think so.
Damn. All right. Track 2 for me. The beat was hard as fuck, but that ain't enough. Skip.
The song is called "Bring It On," and my first note about this song was this nigga think he the Yin Yang Twins. Bro came on the joint.
He definitely came in a whisper. He definitely came on.
Bro came on that
come on,
joint,
bro.
Whispering in my
I want
ear.
no smoke.
I kind of like the whispering. I ain't gonna lie.
Kinky as
Yeah, you a freak.
Not the feature.
You a freak.
I'm just saying he's going from this loud scream of the first song and going all out, full throttle. Then he comes in and he switches up. Like, at least he's switching something up. I'm not going to say oh my God, I love it. But I'm saying it added a different variable.
Oh my God, I love it.
Bro started singing childhood music and tried to turn in some gang shit. Bro said, "Ring around the road."
Yeah, he loves me.
As soon as he said that, I said,
I skipped it.
"Oh yeah,
the first time.
I'm cool."
All right, so yeah, No. Track three, No Switch. For me, fire. That's my number one track that stood out for me. Track 3 was hard. Spit it out, nigga.
I was gonna let Bird go first, but since
I don't have any words. I want to hear what y'all, because I don't think it was much different than the first song. Like I said, the first
that's what it was.
The first 3 or 4 songs sound very similar. Other than the second one, bringing on where he does the whisper shit. That's the only thing I can tell you.
No Switch for me is when
I gotta re-listen again. I don't know about that.
No Switch is literally when I said everything sounds the same so far.
I think so.
Hell,
the first time I listened to it for sure.
Great, yeah, and again, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because I had a headache and everything. You know how when you got a headache, everything runs together. So,
hell no.
Yeah, nah.
I'm about to pause this podcast. We about to listen. So, there's no way Track 3 is flame.
I think the second half of the album was a lot better than the first.
I disagree with that.
I agree.
Oh,
I think it was a lot better.
We jumping around. Track 4, Skip. But it was funny to me because I love this new era of killer niggas singing their heart out. He was singing his...
I didn't like it.
Usher Raymond on that bitch. His version of Trey.
Yeah,
he was singing, fam. He was trying to hit them notes.
Yeah, he definitely.
It was a skip.
It was a. To me, it was that okay. He finally switched the vibe.
Mm-hmm. That's when it switched.
That's when you start like actually picking up. That's what I was talking about when I was picking up on the different stuff that he was doing. That was one of the songs where I was like, okay, I know where this part is in the album. So when I go back, I know this is coming, and I can like gauge where I'm at.
For me, I didn't hate it as much.
I hated it.
To me, it was. I didn't think it was a good song, but I was like, okay, this is
different.
And
you were just ready to hear something else.
Yeah, literally, that's all it was for me. I just wanted to hear something different rather than the normal Youngboy that make you want to go in the club and smack every person you see until you get to the bar.
And by the way, let me start by preferencing this. This is my first time ever listening to this kid. Ever. I've seen the memes. Like on TikTok, they be having the memes like, oh, swimming in the pool, like him getting on with the full jeans on and shit. But I be like washing the car and shit with a broom like that. But besides like a full project or song, like this is first time.
Same also. I listened to his bigger songs, but not.
I couldn't even tell you. His
not
song,
front to back, the whole album. I've never even been excited.
Name one of his bigger songs.
Need It with the Migos. I know was a bigger song for him.
It's his song or is it Migos' song?
I honestly think it's his song.
And he was on. I don't remember whose album it was, but I guess it wasn't his anyway. But that's what I'm saying. That's the only time I listen to it is like when it's on the radio.
I got you.
So I can't cap. When I was coming out of high school, I went through an NBA Youngboy phase. I went through
a 6ix9ine phase too.
Yeah, I did.
Don't let that slide. No,
I did. I went through a 6ix9ine phase. I don't listen to it
I can't say word.
Yeah, I went through. Yeah, I went through a 6ix9ine phase. I went through what's this guy? NBA Youngboy phase. Youngboy Never Broke Again. I don't know what he goes by now.
NBA say
and I kind of like just how I grew out of the 6ix9ine phase. I grew out of the NBA Youngboy phase. Like at one point, I was like, "Yo, NBA is really hard." Like I will never forget the first time I heard an NBA Youngboy. My response was somebody, I don't remember who it was. It was like, "Yo, you gotta check out NBA Youngboy. He the hottest rapper out." And my first response was, "I will never listen to somebody named NBA Youngboy." And then I did. And
I will go back and try to listen to his old stuff because I do heard his old stuff was what really was.
I kind of think so too. Right. Like his old stuff to me is a lot better than what he puts out now.
Okay.
But I kind of feel like that's for a lot of artists. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to pin it on him.
Well, that's what blows them up most of the time.
Yeah.
It's better. They're trying. They don't have.
Yeah, they have that hunger. That like so. I'll use Meek as an example because I was listening to Meek on the way here. So Meek to me back in the day, like if we talking about
how you talking about bitch ass? Oh, excuse me.
Man. If we talking about Meek from back in the day, like I'm talking about before Flamers. Like I'm talking about real me. Even like the best of Meek part 1 and 2, stuff like that. You like, yo, Meek is crazy, and then you listen to him now, and like my man said last week when he dropped that Flamers flow last year, and people like me who really grew up on Flamers like 1, 2, 2.5, 3. We click on that joint hyped as a mug just for you to.
Man, I don't remember
a lyric from that
mouse trying to click that shit so hard, and that shit was ass. I was so pissed.
Yeah, I ain't going cap. I don't remember a lyric from that song. But that's the point. Like, a lot of rappers get on, and then they kind of get either comfortable or they don't have that hunger that they used to have, so it's not going to be the same. Not saying for every artist, but yeah, for some.
Track 5 is going to where, this is where what you said applied to me, was where he started, it's a skip. But this is where shit started getting different. Like he started doing different flows, different approaches to songs, and I'm like, okay. I started to kind of peep, not why people like him, but like, okay, he has some artistry to him. This is where I peeped at.
Yeah, I like the song. Like it was a good joint. I would definitely play it in the wheel. One of the few songs on here that I would play in the wheel. That's really all I can say about it.
Yeah, and the song we're talking about is To Who.
Yeah,
I think
To
is how he says it. But yeah, once I remember looking at the checklist, I'm like, what the fuck is this? To Who, DC Marvel. I'm like, this shit about to be ass. But To Who, I actually really liked it. Like you said, he switched it up. He like kind of draws his like sentences out.
Yeah, like that shit. It was okay.
I liked it. It was very different, and it was a banger. That was probably. It was like top 5. I'm not gonna say top 3. I think it's probably like 4th or 5th.
Okay.
But that one is one of the ones that stuck out.
I might put it top 3.
It's close.
Track 6, DC Marvel. Another skip for me again. I'm sorry, I got a lot of skips. But I did think it was funny hood niggas putting superheroes on a song.
So for me, DC Marvel, I agree. It was a skip. But all I heard when DC Marvel came on was Lil Uzi. Like that.
Yo! That's exactly what bro, I had Little Uzi call, bro.
Like, yeah,
call,
bro. The way he chops his words up, it just sounds like an Uzi.
Not a beat would sound like a
beat itself.
I'm like, oh my god, Uzi would run this shit.
As soon as I heard the beat, I literally picked up my phone. I said, Uzi gotta be on this.
Fam.
And then I was like, okay.
Fam.
I guess it's just Youngboy. But like when you heard it, I was like, this is definitely a Uzi type beat. Like, you know how you'll hear a certain beat and you know Drake would body this, or you hear a certain beat and you know whatever other popular artist. For me, I know Tory would body certain beats. For you know Young Blue would body certain beats. I don't know who your favorite artist is, but
Young Blue's not my favorite artist.
Yeah, well, yeah, your favorite artist is Drake, but we got him out the way. So, like, yeah, like I knew as soon as that came on, I was like, yeah, Uzi would destroy this beat.
Dog, destroy.
And I like the concept behind it, like that he's like trying different shit once again.
Yeah,
I can't be mad at him. Like I can't be mad at him.
He's trying different shit.
I can't fucking.
Yeah, we know.
I can't.
He said DC. He said Spider-Man on track.
No, but he's trying to change his flows and his cadences, which everybody knows him be a Youngboy from doing the same shit.
Right.
We just said all his songs sound the same, but we can't say that when the last 3 songs have been totally different than what he used to.
I gave him that.
So I think that's
like
what he's trying to do. He's trying to branch out.
That is one thing I did appreciate, because again, I was tired of that making me feel like I got to go put on steel-toe boots and kick people.
Sometimes you need that though.
yeah, sometimes, but that's not what I want throughout a whole album. Like, switch it up a little bit.
Track 7 is where I said what he said. Bird said he likes the concept of track 6. I like the track concept of track 7.
Oh, I didn't say I like the concept of track 6. I just said it's moving forward in progress. Don't quote me that I said DC Marvel is moving up
the fire, bro.
I didn't say that.
He said that's the
It's like, all right, now that Bird said that this shit is hot. No, that's not what I said.
Track 7, the concept was fire. I love that concept of him having a conversation with the folks he lost, whether it be friends or family. That's fire. I don't know. I honestly don't know any other artist that done that really. That's hard.
I literally listening to it, that was the one where I was like, yo, I felt this. Like, it felt like it was from the heart. He wasn't trying to force nothing. Like, everything he said came with emotion. And for me, like when you make music, and for my brother when he makes beats, I feel like, or we feel like, when you listen to whatever it is, whether it be a music or a beat, if you don't feel nothing, that song ain't it.
It's got to tell a story.
Yeah, like it gotta make you feel something. That
it's
actually
gotta
make
you feel something. Whether it be dancing, whether it be making you happy. It has to feel. Music is emotions.
Whether it made me feel like cooking, at least it made me feel something. Like if it made me feel like putting on Birds Raiders hat. You a Broncos fan?
I knew he was gonna say something.
I wore it on purpose. That just clicked. But yeah, like if it
this nigga got a Raiders hat on and he like DC Marvel.
Should have came in with a Batman hat.
But yeah, like just it makes you feel away. So that's what I like about that song.
Yeah, I love Chuck.
Bro, I wasn't expecting. Like when I did it, it wasn't on purpose. Like I looked up and was like, if I want to put on Bird Raiders. Wait a minute.
If my team ain't in the playoffs, nobody gets to be in the playoffs, bitch. I'm wearing whatever.
That's a good point. No, we're talking about track 7. That's the track he was talking to, like his grandma and his friends that passed away. And yeah, we just thought that drawing was a good drawing. You got any words for it?
I think that's that was probably one of the ones when he's I think he's on house arrest right now, but I think that's one of the one he actually like sat down and, like you said, he really felt it and he kind of fabricated it from his feelings. I feel like he's not just ganging, he's not shooting shit. He's just, this was when he was sitting down reflecting on something that had happened in his life, and he put that on the paper, and I think it came out good. Yeah. So for track 7, I'm gonna bring it back up later. But moving on to track 8, whatever it was fire, but whatever sound that is, I need a project of that sound. That was track 8. That shit was.
I can tell you what it was. From a rapper's point of view, I was like, this is my favorite song on the album. Expensive Taste is my favorite song on the album. Cause it's flexy, like
yeah, you know me. Yeah.
I love that flexy rap. Like that flexy stuff goes stupid for me. Like if y'all remember last podcast, bro was talking about like it was just like the Chris Brown single. It was a Chris Brown single, but for me, I was like, I love it because that single for me was flexy. Same thing with this. Like I love flexy music. Anything that make you feel like you got a rollie on your wrist, you got a Lambo outside. Yeah, facts. Like it don't matter if you got a Fossil joint on your wrist. It's an Audemars Baguette on your joint. Like anything that make you feel like
that shit ain't bust down.
Yeah, fact. You just feel flexy. I love that type of music, bro. Make your crop feel like it's a Gucci slide. Like yeah.
Yeah, I need a whole project of that sound. Whatever you want to call that sound, flexi rap. If you want to call it flexi rap, like plexiglass. If you want to call it flexi rap, I need that. Like, bro, slide to the side. Give me a 4 or 5 project, like just that sound. Just talk your shit. Talk about your bread. Talk about all that shit. Bird?
I didn't think it was that great.
Oh, shit.
I didn't think it was that great.
This nigga said number 1 was fire and said 8 was trash?
You know, like I said, I don't listen to NBA Youngboy at all, not one bit. And
this nigga also said that he liked the NBA Youngboy whisper in his ear. Remember
this is not.
He also said DC Marvel was fire.
No, he didn't. I said the concept was alright. I don't know. I feel like it's just overdone. Like, it was a great song. The beat was hard, of course, but I don't know. I just don't. When I'm listening to NBA Youngboy, I'm not gonna put on that song because it doesn't. Like, I don't know. If I'm feeling like I want to listen to flexi rap, I'm gonna play somebody else. I'm not gonna go to NBA Youngboy for my flexi rap.
Okay, but we're probably more saying is if we listen to an NBA Youngboy project and that happens to be on there, automatically that's gonna be one of our favorite tracks.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
But I definitely agree. No.
I'd rather go to anybody else.
Yeah, me.
Facts. Track 9. Beats fire, but it's a skip.
Skip for me.
For me, it's a skip for me, but I liked about kind of the message that came with the song. Like, he talked about his back being against the wall, like how he feels like he can't trust pretty much anybody. I can relate to that type of stuff. Like, feeling like somebody's supposed to be your closest friend and they dog you over a chick. But, like, just simple stuff like that, like, I can understand that. So, I like the message. I like the message that came with the song, but it wasn't for me.
But once again, it's different, so I can't knock him for that.
I mean, next song.
All right, yeah. So moving on to track 10, 11, 12, 13.
There's too many.
Skip.
There's too many, man.
So for me, track 10, this and that. I'm already sick of that song. It's been all over social media with people doing the gritty. Is that what it's called? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm cool off. Yeah, nah. It's the radio song on the album.
It's a Youngboy song.
It's gonna be on the radio. That's the song that's gonna be on the radio. It's all over social media already. That song has already pretty much taken over.
You know, it's crazy. I usually point that song out, but this project, no.
I only know because it's already there.
Okay.
So, yeah, that BYRD. Yeah, I know.
I didn't like this one. Like you said, it's all over TikTok. It's all over my IG. It's all over my IG reels.
I never even seen it.
Yeah, it's like a, I don't know what.
I be working.
You know, people just horny as shit to play any NBA Youngboy.
I'm tired of seeing that song. Gangsta.
Skip.
He was all over the place on Gangsta.
I didn't mind it. Yeah, I thought.
I don't mind the song. I just felt like he was all over the place. Like, bro literally talked about trying to change, and then in the next line talked about how he really liked that. Like,
I did notice.
How
it's contradicting itself the whole album.
Hey man, you gotta work
I'm
on
not
yourself.
going to talk about like facts. I'm not going to hop on a track and be like, man, I'm not cheating no more. And then 3 lines later,
Fact.
fact. 3 lines later, I'm talking about shorty coming over tonight.
Shorty wanna ride with me?
Yeah, like no, it don't make sense. Like a lot of artists do that where they don't kind of make a focal point in their songs. They'll just whatever rhymes they're putting on it. So like he literally was here and then there and then there and then there, and it was kind of like, okay, I don't really.
I think it was also kind of warming up to Quando's part too, because that's what he's known for.
I've never listened to Quando before.
That's my first time.
His verse was kind of decent to me.
I liked it. That stood out to me. I first thing I looked down and I noticed it was somebody else's voice, and really, I don't think he's had a feature on it yet.
Nah, this feature that's like his only one. Yeah.
So that automatically stuck out to me, and
we all know why he picked him.
Oh yeah.
No comment.
SWAYZE boy.
We don't talk about beef.
We're not bringing any
no, sir.
negligence.
And guess what? We in a tri-state area, and y'all niggas ain't coming over here anytime soon, but it's staying off the podcast. Sorry.
You're gonna have to catch me.
Yeah. Because it's funny, because I went down a worm, because I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I went down a wormhole of him and Dirt. I'm
gets
like,
ugly.
oh shit. Hell.
I do have something to bring up, not about the beef, about the next song. So the next song is Like I Know, where he basically addresses the beef and how people are choosing sides. What is wrong with you new age niggas, bro? Like, y'all don't know them. Like, stop choosing sides. Half of y'all are from a cul-de-sac, bro.
I've seen like people burning green flags and shit.
Yeah, like that annoys me. You're weird. You're weird.
And then it's funny because last week, before exposing our pre-production again, before I was looking at the project that was coming out, it was mixed dates of NLE Chopper that was about to come out, and he, for some reason, on the DSPs he's already out, but the project is kind of like blank, it's grayed out because he comes out this next Friday.
He said out of respect for Memphis, he wasn't coming out this Friday.
Okay, but I even ran into him beefing with NLE.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, so speaking of what you talking about, I'm like, niggas is Youngboy fans seeing Chopper in the airport and shit, pulling up and mixing this nigga.
So weird.
Y'all niggas is fucking weird, bro.
Like,
and y'all get fame for 2 hours, and that shit dead, bro.
Well, they do that shit, and they think that their artist is gonna fuck with them because they did that. No, you're just fucking weird.
Yeah, like
that same artist, like from what we've seen about Youngboy or what he's portrayed to be, what lifestyle he lives, whatever. I don't know him personally. Bro, he'll kill you personally after you fought.
That's what I'm saying.
Chop or do whatever.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's super weird to me. Like, and he had. I seen a short video. This guy was doing documentary. He did that shit twice. Some boy pulled up on an airport, seen how they was Chopper, mixed him in the airport. Then some boy pulled up and was like, "Yo, bro," played it off as if he was a fan. He's like, "Yo, bro, I just want a picture." Chopper was like, "Nah, bro, I'm chilling today," and started missing this nigga. And Chopper whole gang fuck bull up, but Chopper came out after that and he was just like, "Bro, like I love my fans. I take a picture with all my fans, but every once in a while, I want to chill. I need my space and I want to chill."
That's a fact.
And but to turn out to the long haul, this nigga was a Youngboy fan. So I'm like, bro, like, yeah, it's like,
yeah, that's weird. Y'all gonna get yourself killed over people y'all
killed,
don't even
bro.
know.
Killed, bro.
Nobody's. You don't know how that man is in real life anyway.
Bro, shit.
You know his music.
Yeah.
Like,
that's tough.
And y'all are weird.
Yeah, but to bring it even bigger than that, it's the same shit that, I'm not bringing up sad shit, but King Von is a perfect example of that. King Von wanted to kick the one. Your man's pulled out the strap and killed him. Not the nigga that I'm mixing. Your man's pulled it up. It was a one. It was a one. Y'all niggas can't take no fade no more. But that's a story for another day. Because listen, I don't fight. Fuck all that. Anyway, track 14, fire.
Yeah.
Fish scale.
I think that was my number one.
Fam, I want it to be somebody buy me the Oculus so I can get in the crowd when he performs this song.
I thought Bring the Hook was the next song. Or was that 13?
He's saying he skipped it.
Oh, okay.
Skip.
Yeah. You right.
I
wasn't gonna stop him, but
my bad.
It was a skip. No.
It was the least skippable out of them last couple, I think. Bring the Hook.
Not for me.
It wasn't hard.
That's all.
But it was like you said on the last one. It was kind of like playing off of the last one. No, like I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of playing off of that again. So he's really just.
But that one wasn't
you're
for
milking.
me. So.
You're milking it after the third song anyway. So
right.
That's why it was like I was ready to start something new. And then when Fish Scale comes on.
Yes, sir.
I think that's what I was listening to when I pulled up. Actually.
Fish Scale crazy,
that
bro.
Is hard.
That's
an NBA Youngboy song.
Yo, you know, reminds me of Fish Scale. Fish Scale made me feel like I was riding in your old ass fuck. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. With the speakers,
the triple white.
Oh my god, fam.
Ford Escort.
What, you had the 12s in the back?
Two of them things.
Fam. I would love to hear that song with that bitch. I'm like this. Hee dummy.
Windows.
I'm doing, yo, that shit, fam, that shit is hard. That's another one that I needed Lil Uzi on. That is another one I needed Lil Uzi on. For sure.
I could deal with that.
For me, Fish Scale is kind of where I started tuning out the album.
Oh my god.
Because again, like I said, my head was rocking when I was listening to this.
Oh yeah, you wasn't ready for the vibrations. You wasn't ready for that.
You're on the whole opposite end of the
Word.
So, yeah,
you wanted to listen to Kenny G and shit. Like that.
Literally. Literally. Like at that point I was just like, bro, please get this album over with. Like at this point I'm kind of like listening to about 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, I got my review. Skip. Like, so for me, I got to go back and listen to it.
That one's got the most replay.
Listen to Fish Scale, bro. First,
I
if
gotta
anything.
go back and listen to it.
Fish Scale's hard.
But make sure you're in the right state of mind.
You know. Make sure you don't got like.
You didn't just wake up or something.
Yeah, word. Make sure you ain't got like your lady next to you. It's not the best environment. Like you might want to be on the way to the basketball court or some shit.
Yeah. It's funny because that's literally what I was going to ask. Like if I'm on the way to the gym or something.
Yeah, you might want to. If you're in the gym, we fuck around and tune out everybody and just blast that John. No, triple double.
I'm gonna give it another listen.
15.
Skip.
Yeah, skip.
That was a fat skip. Yeah.
Skip. Can somebody give me the track name of 15?
Emo Rockstar.
Is this where the emo starts?
Yeah.
Emo
so,
Rockstar.
15, we all agreed on a skip. So, excuse me, for 16, it was a skip, but this is where I put in my notes that this guitar sound, whatever fucking sound of this, like out of all the sounds on this project itself, this emo sound, I don't even dare want to hear that shit. That shit is garbage, fam. I'm sorry.
It was giving me like mixtape, or no, I said not mixtape. Lil Wayne, like when he was on his rock shit vibes.
My God.
Just absolute garbage. I don't want to hear it.
That shit, like if somebody put this project on, and the first drones you put on some emo drones, turn that shit off. Turn it off.
Yeah, that ain't it.
I can't do it. That sound. 16, 15, 16, 17, skip.
While we're on the subject of skips, let's talk about 17, Snow Bunny.
Yes, can we please get on that? I'm so glad that you brought that up. Snow Bunny pissed me off. Let me tell you why. When I read Snow Bunny from NBA Youngboy, I'm expecting something aggressive, something like kind of to turn up to, like, bro.
It was yucky, bro. It was yuck.
What the fuck was that? Like, what was that, bro? Like, that was ass. Like, that was, bro, it was bad. It was bad. Like,
no,
no.
Oh, man, nah, that shit.
It was trash.
He need to apologize to every Snow Bunny on the face of this earth for making that song.
He was probably talking about,
cocaine.
bad baby. Pretty sure he was fucking my girl.
I'm not sure if y'all heard that, but I'm fucking.
What Brian say? That shit stink. That shit stink.
I forgot about that.
This fucking album, that shit stink, don't it? This fucking whole drawing, fam.
The middle of this album fucking stink, don't it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Track 18. This is where he going back to what I said earlier when I was going to tie in the track 7 about the friends and the family that he lost. This is where I heard a lot. That entire song is about accountability. And that's where I'm like, going back to what I said earlier, that artistry. Tap into that fucking artistry, man. Tap into it. I like that. I like that accountability.
Yeah, Foolish Figure for me was top 3. It was probably 3. Like you said, it's that vulnerability. He can really, like, I feel like if he did a whole album that was like that, it kind of reminds me of like when Dirk did that.
Right.
When he was getting into his love shit and like, it doesn't even have to be love, just anything other than the same shit that he's using.
Bang him up, shoot him up.
Something that's going to come with a cadence.
If he has 8 songs on an album that are like that, like them too, it would be so crazy.
Yeah, this project is hard. I agree.
Yeah, I think he definitely got that in his bag. Like, he proved that to us on this album. That's one thing I can't take away from him.
Yeah.
So that same message to me goes on to track 19. That accountability, and I love that poem at the end to his kids.
Yeah, that stuck out pretty good.
That stuck out the most for me.
I didn't make it that far.
This was a good one. That's why I said at the bottom, like, you get the emo love, the emo rock star, but like,
I think that
the second half of this album brought it in for me. Like, I was like, alright, it's pretty good.
Okay, when you got emo rock star, emo love, and then Snow Bunny back to back to back, that kind of like threw the album off for me, and I just was like, okay, this.
Yeah, I don't know who's in the corner as far as structuring goes.
But I feel like that was probably his version of kind of breaking down and emo rock star, emo love. Like, he's still tapping into his feelings a little bit, but they weren't very good.
I love.
Yeah, it just wasn't very good. Is what I'm saying. It wasn't very good until you got the Foolish Figure and I Got This.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when that's where he needs to stay at, is right there.
Right there, and then track 20, going back to what my brother said. I need the Hellcat blasting down the highway with that song.
I like it.
That shit, oh my god, we just talking about moods. That's what mood that song puts me in. Like, I want to put all the windows down, get on 95, and don't even touch the wheel. Just you can't
yank the brake out and just hold it out the window.
Word, facts. So my head gonna be out the window. Yeah, 20.
Through the roof with no sunroof, just a spiky metal around your neck.
Fact. Niggas gonna hear ding, Oh shit. Yeah, so track 20, that's exactly what mood it put me in, man. That shit wasn't like a flexi vibe, it was just like blast and cruise, like literally. That's all it was for me. What'd you guys give this album? Out of 10.
So, yeah, out of 10. And now that we're doing this, I gotta go back and apologize to Corday. Corday, your album was 8.5. Weekend and Gunna, y'all where y'all was at. Y'all still 1.5 and a 2.
Yeah.
NBA Youngboy's album. I'll give you a 5 out of 10.
I still thought we were going out of 5.
How about
No, I give Youngboy a 5 out of 10. Would I ever listen to it again? No. I might listen to maybe
You're
2
fucked
or 3
up because he
songs.
said he's gonna go back and listen to it without a headache.
That is true.
So you are going back and listen to the bitch.
I lied.
For education. For educational purposes. You're gonna listen to it.
Yeah, for educate. Would I go back and listen to it for a vibe, like as music that I genuinely enjoy? No. Am I going to go back and listen to it just to see if I can pick out more songs? No, because I lied. I'm not going to Youngboy, I'm not going back to listen to that. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
I bang with your old stuff though. You feel me? Yeah.
So for me, it was a 4 out of 10. Now, I gave it a lot of grace. I'm like, that was like my main joint out of this project. I'm like, yo, I'm listening to this joint as a brand new NBA or Youngboy Never Broke game. I'm listening to his brand new. So right now I'm giving him a 4, but I'm giving this project a 4. But as an artist, I'm definitely gonna give you a chance again because I just want to hear because again, he already exposed me. My favorite artist is Drake, but for this nigga to be every time he drops killing Drake's numbers, I need to figure out what the fuck are y'all listening to that I'm missing.
Them youngins, man,
the
they need
kitties.
it. They need it.
It's
They
the
have to have
kitties.
everything that has
Just
a
think
name on
some
it.
kitties like they fucking cats.
They're honest.
Yeah.
So I gave it a lot of grace. So this project to me is a 4. But again, I'm gonna go back to it and listen to him. I don't know if I fucking lied. I'm not.
Why you my mans? I'm not listening to that again, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey yo.
Y'all not about to shake my hand because I didn't hate this album. On a scale to 10, I have to give it like a 6. And the reason I give it a 6,
I'll take
it would have been higher. It just them shitty songs are very shitty songs. And I would not be tolerating any of that nonsense. But the 5 out of 20 songs that are good, they're good. I would listen to them. So that's why I can't give it below a 5 because it wasn't absolute trash. There's probably 7 songs that I liked on the whole album. 5 I would say that I would replay in my playlist. And kind of like you said, it opened up my mind for him.
Right.
When I think of NBA Youngboy, I think of, like you said, the fucking
the memes.
the memes
Yeah.
and shit, and I just can't fuck with that type of music. It's not that good to me in my eyes.
I go by Youngboy, like that's all I hear. Like I go by Youngboy, and the nigga down to the pool, he's just standing there with a do-rag and a white tee in the pool with a
And
jean.
a jean, yeah.
Wild jeans.
A jean and a Jordan sneak.
Yeah,
like,
like,
The one that got me went to the bowl and I walked up to the pin and just
Oh yeah.
I said, oh my god.
So I'm not gonna lie, Bird. I started looking around for shit to throw.
Nah.
Yeah, when you said y'all not about to dap me up, I thought you was about to be like, yeah, this joint like an 8 out of 10.
I
If this
couldn't
nigga
do
said
that.
it was
I
an
couldn't do
8, this is gonna be a long.
But see,
podcast
the
here.
thing that hurts me is it
Oh.
would have been higher if them shitty songs were not so shitty. If them shitty songs were like mid, I would have given it like a 7.5.
Well, I think
Okay.
7.
I think we all would have.
higher for
Yeah,
us
yeah,
if
we
the
all
songs
would've-
were shitty, but you know what they were?
They were shitty.
Yeah,
That shit
exactly.
stank.
Yeah, that shit stank, don't it?
Again, I'm definitely, I just want to see what niggas is talking about with this kid, man.
They gonna be on our head top.
And that's
Fact.
fine.
All the
They
young
gonna be
boys about to
on
be in
our
our
head.
caption talking about some wait till we catch you in the
Word.
street.
Look at you, you got Drake and Travis Scott behind you. You got the hottest guys in the world. You got Kendrick Lamar on your screen. Shut up.
Y'all are mad old.
Yeah, you're right.
Bro, you're right.
Yeah, word. Yeah. So moving on, we had off these projects. It's a bunch of singles that came out. Obviously, this week was really trash with singles. So if you guys haven't figured it out, our singles are only picked off what came out this week. Our SOS can be any. So singles this week was really, really slow. My single for the week was Walk Through Fire with Neo and YOUNGBLOOD. It seems like they have some kind of crazy dynamic going on because obviously they just dropped a song together. Maybe like last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. So it seems like they may be gearing up for some kind of collab project or something. But yeah, Walk Through the Fire. I'm gonna speak for BYRD because it's his too. Mm-hmm. It's the anniversary song. Mm-hmm. It's your birthday song.
It's the first dance song.
Yeah, exactly. It's the wedding song.
It hits all the boxes for sure.
Yeah, like that's the John. He put the rose petals on the ground. He play in the background. You heard? So that's our single because it just happened to be the same.
It would have been my single too, but I knew my brother and I knew he was gonna pick it as soon as I heard it. So I was like, let me just find another song now, or this would have been a very short segment. But my standout song of the week was Lil Bit by Marion Hill and Gashi. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've never heard of you. Yeah.
He's Gashi.
Yeah, all right.
So I like that song. It was a vibe. Again, more R&B for me. Like this is pretty much R&B. We R&B. I don't know what your side is on R&B and rap.
Oh, I'm R&B.
Okay, so this is the R&B podcast. You feel me? I love the R&B.
It's not new R&B.
Yeah.
Most of my standout singles are probably gonna be R&B for real.
For sure.
But yeah, I love that
moving
song.
on to SOS. Again, nothing really came out this week, so I tried to keep the SOS as maybe kind of like a song that dropped that everybody would have scrolled by. But again, it wasn't shit. So me personally, my SOS, I pulled out the gutter. It's I Hope You See This from a Fake Page by Sayari the Kid.
Oh my gosh.
Flame song. Hey, listen, hold, stop. Let me stop. Hold on.
I know Sayari, but I never heard the song.
Sayari. I saw hi.
Wow. Same shit.
No, it's not.
I never heard.
Hi is a rapper. Let me look y'all niggas in the eye. Listen to this song, cause I know you've been through this. I know you had a shorty that got 20 fake pages and they just looking at you.
Not quite like me.
They just looking at your shit. You just happen to get on your IG story. You just happen to go through. Oh, what the fuck? The hell is peanut butter and jelly 2, 3, 4? What the fuck? Who is this? Listen to that song, fellas.
Yeah. Before I even get to my SOS, bro just bought out a banger.
Yes, sir.
That song, he knows what happened in my past. I don't think nobody can relate to that song more than me. Like literally from start to finish, everything that he said in that song happened to me.
Right.
So yeah,
Banger.
yeah. I hope you see this from your fake page too.
You heard?
But my
and
SOS,
your real one, nigga.
my SOS was your best friend by DIonELL.
DIonELL.
Okay, yeah.
And
Never
Kalani.
heard of her either. Kalani is one of my favorite woman artists. Fire to me. So yeah, that shoot. Now that we then came from, I hope you see this from your fake page to that. I wish I would have hit her best friend. Now that I think about it, but you know, you know,
this week's shorts.
Yeah. Fuck you.
For my SOS, I picked J. Cole's. I guess it was a single, but it came out as 2 songs. I think it was like a prequel to his
project.
Yeah, his latest project. I think. It's called The Climb Back.
Fire.
It's super gas, and I think like with mine, I kind of like to pick things that I think people really skipped on or didn't hear, so to say. And I usually don't go Dreamville back to back 2 weeks in a row, but you know,
Yeah,
it's hard to pass it
you're a
up.
Dreamville fan. It's hard, man.
Yeah, I mean it is.
I usually don't go Greenville back to back for 2 weeks in a row. You've been here for 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. People are gonna think, oh, you dick eating fucking Greenville. No, that's not the case. It's just when I scroll, that's what I think of. I think people need to hear it.
Nah, it was fire.
But yeah,
That's
for
fire.
sure. Hey, we all J. Cole fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys have made it this far in the video, we definitely like if you guys could comment, like, and subscribe, and definitely hit that notification button. And for all you NBA young boys that's about to attack this video, relax in the comments or I'm turning them bitches off.
No. I appreciate y'all. Give us help towards the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, or as a fact. Make sure you smack that drum, turn on that bell, and comment down below. So we're about to move on to our sports section, but I did have one more thing that kind of ties into sports and music, which is the NFL dropped their halftime commercial. We got Eminem, we got Snoop Dogg,
That's your
Mary
favorite
J.
artist,
Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, and Dr. Dre. How y'all think the show gonna be? It's gonna be a banger.
It's gonna be a lot of old.
Very nostalgic. That's what
It's gonna be straight nostalgia. It's gonna smell like mothballs.
I don't know how I feel. You got M about to talk about some very crazy shit with family. Then you got Mary that's gonna come and talk about relationship shit and have all the bitches slap their man and etc. Then you gonna have Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. They gonna be crip walking across, and then you got Kendrick that's gonna drop that knowledge. I think it's gonna be a good show though.
I think it's gonna be a good show, depending on what type of time they come on there on. Eminem, we don't want to hear parables.
Eminem.
We don't want to
What
hear
the
parables.
fuck?
I thought you said that song was good.
I never said it was good. I said I don't know how to feel about it because I didn't want to disrespect my man. But I'm sorry, Eminem. I'm an Eminem fan. That was ass, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna finally say it. That was trash. Mary J. Blige.
Talk that shit, Queen.
Facts.
Talk.
We don't want to
Sing
hear
that
that
shit,
joint
Queen.
with Dave East though. That you just dropped. We don't want to hear that.
They're not playing that. You're gonna be playing classic shit.
Let me know
Yeah,
Dave.
that's what I'm
Slater.
saying.
Yeah, there's gonna be no Dave East slander either.
No Dave.
Yeah, I bang with Davey. I bang with the old Davies. I don't really bang with him no more. But yeah, just don't give me y'all reincarnation music that y'all be trying to put out. Give me the classics, please. Kendrick, you gonna do you. Snoop and Dre, if y'all are together, y'all don't got
what
any
the fuck is
music.
reincarnation music?
He just saying
What
like
is it, a jutsu?
It's that type of music after basically your prime is over.
I know what
You ain't
Like, just say the classics.
Yeah,
Say
nah.
you don't want no old
No,
shit. You want
I
no
don't want
shit.
no
classics.
reincarnation music.
I
I don't want to hear nothing trying to revive your career. Yeah, nah.
Mary J. Blige
I'm
smack
not-
the shit out of you, bitch.
I'm not trying to hear. Yeah, I want to see Mary J. Mary J. Blige with the thigh high boots on.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need that, Mary.
I need her with the thigh high boots on, doing her little.
Yeah,
her
word.
little- yeah, I need that Mary. I don't. That's what I need.
That's the only thing I see when you
Better come out with the fedora like these.
Fat, yo, if you don't have the outfits, Mary J, come on.
We need those.
I ain't say Mary Jane, I say Mary J.
And I don't want to see no leather.
You gonna see leather.
You gonna
Not
see
this
leather.
year. I can't. There's too many old heads throwing out leather.
I'm about to
Yeah,
say,
it's gonna be
you
an old
gonna
head show.
You gonna see?
You gonna
Mary
Dr.
Jane
Dre's
is
gonna have leather.
Facts.
Because leather mean money.
He got a leather jean.
He about to have a leather boot on.
Leather mean money is celebrity. So yeah, again, Kendrick gonna come out. Dr. Dre, I like the commercial. The commercial was really
it's hard.
cool.
They spent a lot of money on that.
Yeah, I love that the fucking piano that came out the ocean. That's hard as shit. Sorry, video editor, just now get into it. Them small things are really fire. Yeah, that's our thoughts on that. Michael Jackson got the best show of all time for halftime, so that's that. So it won't type Michael Jackson. Sorry. Moving on to the NFL. NFL. We won't try to bore y'all.
Oh, I don't think you could. If you want.
These games, it wasn't boring, but we're going to get right to it. So we had the divisional rounds past weekend. Starting off game 1 Saturday, we got the Bills We got the Bengals at the Titans. Bengals pull it out by field goal, 19-16.
Yes.
It was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with Bird now on. I think the Rams are gonna win the Super Bowl. And the reason I say that is because the Titans had Joe Burrow trying to run for his life. He don't scramble, bro.
Yeah.
The Titans was in the backfield every time they sent the blitz. That's scary. So yeah, if he manages to make it past the Chiefs somehow, some way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he gonna have a scary time. Bro's gonna sub himself out in the middle of the Super Bowl if he gotta go up against the Rams.
I'm looking at the stats for that game. Joe Burrow had 348, 28 for 37, and 1 interception.
Yeah, he played great.
That's absurd for being how young he is.
That
nobody was really doing that if you weren't a mobile quarterback.
Right.
Like you got the fucking Pat Mahomes and the Lamars and shit.
Yeah, he definitely played great. I know he didn't buy his lineman dinner after the game, but he played great.
Tennessee's a good defense too. Yeah, I think people kind of sleep on their defense. That's pretty much what wins them games.
I'm not sleeping on their defense. What I'm saying is when you got to go up against Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and then there's somebody on the other side. I always forget who's on the other side of that Rams defensive line. But yeah, that's terrifying. Like,
yeah, it's a tough job.
It could get ugly real quick.
Hella ugly. Moving on to was that game the same day?
It's a Packers game. Right?
Oh, the Packers game? No, that was. Oh, it was. Wow, it's actually listed kind of weird on.
It's like jumbled.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah. So the next game, we have the 49ers and the Packers. Another field goal game win.
Packers.
We can rewind it to last week of what I said too.
Packers. Get rid of everybody on the special teams. Y'all had a blocked field goal and a blocked punt that cost y'all that game. I've never seen that happen in a game. Me personally, I don't, like I said, I'm not the biggest football fan, so I don't watch it as much. So don't quote me on that. But me personally, I've never seen that happen where you get a field goal block and a punt block. Then on top of that, they blocked the punt. Where was the Packers at, bro? The ball was in the air for 10 minutes. And nobody run that. Yo, if you look at replays, like you'll literally see Packers just looking.
Hey man, maybe they wasn't fucking with Aaron Rodgers, man. They want him to get out.
Yeah, they want Aaron Rodgers out that bitch.
That's crazy.
He non-backs, man. So
yeah,
gotta go.
Fuck out of here.
All y'all non-backs, motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The only thing
that ain't gonna be talking about this podcast either. Fuck out of here.
The only thing I have to say about this game is if you look at it on paper, it doesn't look like the Packers should have lost at all.
Yeah, it really.
They're blowing them out in every stat. The Bengals it's the Bengals. San Fran has like no offensive yards at all. Jimmy G had like 130 yards, I think.
They literally won off of special teams.
It was definitely some bullshit looking like.
Yeah, I want to say the Packers came in there on some this shit is sweet, we're moving on type job.
And I feel like that happens a lot, not even just in the NFL, like every sport. Like you'll look at teams that are supposed to blow teams out and they'll get waxed by them. Like we just seen for the Steelers to make it into the playoffs, the freaking Colts had to lose to the Jags. The Jags beat the brakes off the Colts. Mind you, the Colts had to they had to win that game to get into the playoffs. They went into that game thinking it's sweet.
I would have much rather seen the Colts win that game. I would have much rather.
Like, you go into the game thinking it's sweet because that team isn't supposed to be a good team, and look what happened.
Got fucking waxed for no reason.
Washed.
Yeah, no.
Washed.
They had no reason to lose that game.
It makes no sense, man.
And then I kind of want to say we move on to Sunday afternoon. I want to say it's probably the game of the weekend, which is the Rams-Bucks. Now, here the time I talk. Hey, I'm going to remind myself to put the little screenshot up right here of halftime when I put on Instagram. If you're not following us, on social medias. I'm going to plug that as well. We Talk Culture. On a story, halftime, I posted when they left, this felt like it was about to be some bullshit. They was about to go in that locker room, put the special shit in a pot, and start making some spells out this motherfucker. Because they came out that second half and, fam, Rams damn near gave the fucking game away.
Cam Akers gave him the ball twice.
I was about to say that not even out the second half. This literally started with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's what made it so bad.
That's true, too.
Well, honestly, before the half, they should have been up a whole nother touchdown. Cam Akers fumbles on the one because he's a fucking idiot. And I love Cam Akers.
Cam actually, although he did have those 2 fumbles, he did have a good game.
Bro, those were the 2 fumbles of the game. You don't fumble right there, that's 7 points. If you don't fumble right there, they don't get the drive and score.
And on top of that, that fucking play that Gronk stopped running.
Yep.
That was a touchdown. Tom Brady can't do, what the f... Gronk said... Bro, that was a big touchdown, fam.
They definitely, they were trying some bullshit, and I wasn't going for it. We're not living that fucking Falcons game. And they kept saying it during the game. They kept bringing it up. Oh, well, he's made it back 28-3 before. I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit. It's not happening. This is the Rams. It's just not happening.
You're right.
And right before my eyes, it starts happening. And I'm like, this shit has to be a joke.
Bro, we're texting each other like, so fam. Every message we had, something that benefited the Bucks happened. Literally. Everything.
It was bad.
And I want to say that late hit on Bull saved them for sure. Yeah. And I would have been pissed if they gave that to them.
If they would have given it back to them, they would have won.
Yeah, I would have been pissed if they gave it to them. Because that's the bullshit. That hit, that late hit, fam, come on.
Jalen Ramsey.
One thing I do want to talk about from Jalen Ramsey, I like how Jalen Ramsey never shies away from the competition. Jalen Ramsey guarded Mike Evans all game long, which is what I was talking about when the Bucks played him, and who knows where Darius Slay was.
Just talking about that.
Yeah, like, that's literally what the Eagles needed from Slay. Jalen did that. Like, granted, I ain't saying he strapped Mike Evans. Mike did his thing. Yeah, like, and the crazy thing is, I thought he was going to strap Mike because Mike didn't get his first catch until the second quarter.
Yeah.
But as soon as he got that first catch, I want to say he got like 3 straight after that. I was like, oh my God, he about to turn up.
He had that long bomb too. It was like 50 yards.
Yeah, he had that long bomb.
Yeah, Mike started turning up. But I still respect Jalen from not shying away from that competition. If you know you're the best cornerback on that team, go get the best receiver.
You're supposed to do that, yeah.
Yeah, like, I hating people, man.
Matt Stafford.
Get into it.
Matt Stafford's my number 1 favorite QB.
Yeah, Matt Stafford was hard.
366, 28 for 38, 2 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp had 9 catches for 183 yards. This man is a fucking
he did his thing.
Woo!
And he has been all year. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he got MVP over Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Because usually they pick a quarterback for them.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they pick this man. He's been going off every game.
Yeah. Yeah, that game, man.
They tried it.
They tried it.
They definitely tried it.
I went on IG Live, too, the last minute. Because listen, it was about to happen. It was about to happen.
This is one of those, like, I will not take it away from Brady. You can't deny he's the best quarterback of all time. But what I will say is, bro, it's some moments where I feel like they be rigging the league.
You can't do it with everybody either, bitch. That just proved that too. Without them doing exactly what he just said.
Bro, the Rams could have ran the ball for the whole second half.
The Falcons could have ran the ball. I refuse to believe that there's an NFL coach. Exactly. I refuse to believe that a person that made it to NFL coach level does not know you get a big lead, chew the clock.
Chew it, bro.
Like, I've never, not once in the history of me watching football have I seen a team go up big and say, I'm not running the ball.
They lost me a lot of money that year.
Yeah.
It was like $500.
You fucked up.
It was so stupid.
That you can't tell me that's not rigged. And then, we not going to get into deflate gate and then.
Come on, man. Something's going on. I don't know what it is, but I think when he retires, he's going to come out with a book saying, hey, listen,
This is what happens.
Like,
All them times he said it.
Basically, the book gonna be called "Y'all Was Right."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it was rigged.
Deflate D's.
Yeah, you had a situation where they found out Patriots were stealing playbook.
Yeah.
It's a lot of discriminating
There's some
things.
Tom Brady foolery.
A lot of discrepancies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I put that shit on the story, and it's just like, fam, I'm watching this nigga come back in real time. And it's not even like, I don't know, man.
The one that got me was the snap. Where he
that went over Matt.
Oh my
I'm like, we can pay millions of dollars to snap this bitch back.
My baby didn't even know. That goes back to what they're saying. Like, my baby had the wishes in a pot in a fucking locker room like this.
It was too convenient,
bro. If I'm Matt Stafford, I'm walking up behind my center.
Yeah, we gonna have to. If they would have lost the game, it would have been because of that.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I don't blame. Every running back is gonna fumble. It's gonna happen. So I'm not saying the Cam Akers fumble was convenient. Well, it was convenient, but I'm not saying it's like that's a little off. That snap though, what did you hear? Like if
Nothing.
You go back and watch the replay.
Talking.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, if you go back and watch the replay, bro, mouth wasn't moving. He looking this way.
No, I'm about to say Stafford was looking this way, and the ball. He even like, yo, what the fuck?
But even when he was running back for the ball, the dude was coming up, so he's like trying to like hit him or do something, but the ball's in front of him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, here we go with the ball.
But you know, a lot of people are just scared to get hit. He don't want to be under that dog paw.
Bro, it's playoff football.
Okay.
And you're beating the #1 team of all time, damn near.
But you also got to think like you
remember the time Tom Brady was on his head like these. Fucking Von Miller was on.
The league made it for quarterbacks to be kind of soft. Like you really can't touch quarterbacks nowadays. So he probably was scared to be under that dog paw.
I don't really say that the league made it soft. Nigga, without a quarterback, there's no football game.
Yeah, it's no football game, but
nobody's watching the game where both teams run every single play.
That's
the boring sport.
In their quarterbacks.
You were right, but there are a lot of things like BYRD said. It's a lot of things that protect quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. I personally don't like that. Like if I'm hitting you after the play, there's a call there. Yeah. But if you releasing the ball and I like grab your ankle and they call him roughing the passer and stuff like that, come on, bro. Like he got a jersey on, he got pads on just like everybody else on the field.
Especially like you said, with nigga, especially Jones where it's like I might be blocking BYRD, somebody and I've tripped, you throw the ball and he hits your ankle and it's roughing the pass. It's like fam, like he didn't even mean to get to you. He just fell because I fell. Damn, nigga.
That's soft.
Yeah, and then well, I won't even say. I don't know if that was a game of the week, but then you had weekend. Didn't you have the final game on Sunday, which was the Bills and the Chiefs? But before that, at this point, all three of the games were field goal wins. Which remember last week when I was talking about the football gods and how they be weird. Mm-hmm. That's the shit I be talking about. Every home team lost at this point, and every game was a field goal win. Till you get to the Bills and the Chiefs, and this is an OT win. With the Bills losing 36-42. And going back to our episode last week, I was doing a little bit of research on, I can't remember which one of my two brothers said this, but you guys were talking about the Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs combo. Mm-hmm. So I was doing my research and like looking at highlights, and I would say, man, this is a tough loss, man.
Yeah,
this is a tough loss
for the main reason that the person that showed out wasn't Stephon Diggs.
No.
Yeah.
It was Gabriel Davis.
Gabriel Davis with
first, who was checking you? Like, who was guarding, bro? Like, do you know how, bro, like, most of the touchdowns, except for the one over the middle he got, it wasn't like a situation where he was, like, wide open. He was open. But, like, some of those that he threw to him, I was like, bro, nobody's even in his vicinity. Like, what is...
I said that last week. Kansas City is not known for their defense. They got Tyrann Mathieu. That's about it.
Looked like neither of them would have won.
That's about it.
My question is, how long until we say Mahomes might be top 5 clutch of all time?
Yeah, that shit when he threw that shit on their bull arm, I said, wow. That's that baseball, baby.
He's freaky.
13 seconds left. 13 seconds left, and he drove down in the field to tie the game?
Yeah.
Niggas said,
he's caught.
Niggas on Twitter said He drove down the field in 13 seconds and scored faster than the Cowboys can do one play.
That's really insane. Then even in overtime, bro, he made it look like he was having.
Once they got the coin flip, I was like,
it was over.
Yeah.
Bro, it was over. As soon as
maybe next year.
Yeah, as soon as I seen both of the Chiefs go like this, I said, "Oh yeah, it's over. It's over."
That was like a middle school field day for Mahomes. Like
literally, bro. He said, "Let me show y'all niggas what I really do." For
I think Buffalo was just tired because they have a good defense. I think they just the overtime was getting to them.
They
What
do
you
that
just
pass
said,
right up the middle. Though.
It's playoff football.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
He
also, Pat
right in the middle.
Mahomes. There's not. They did a good job all game. Honestly, I mean, Josh Allen.
I mean, it was a shootout.
Josh
I
Allen
wouldn't say
had
they did a great job. It was just a
329
shootout.
Can we talk about that freaky punt return Tyreek had though?
Can we talk about that nasty fucking John? He came from the left side of the field to the right, all the way up, and then goes to the John. He looks the deuces at both. I said, yo, this nigga really
I was
bad.
like, Tyreek really got the wheels on him, but when he got that punt return,
You talking about the John when they did it twice?
I don't know if he did it twice.
Like the punt return, something happened, so they redid the punt.
I don't know personally, but I do know Tyreek caught that thing, cut up the middle. Started going to the right. He seen about a couple folk coming, hit him with a spin move, bro. When I said, it was laundry day. That's a spin cycle, bro. It was laundry day. All whites.
Hot water and bleach.
that was bad. Like honestly, I thought he was going after that, but then when I seen Bull kind of like grab his ankle, I was like, all right, they gonna catch him. But if Buddy didn't touch his ankle, that punter was not catching him.
No punter.
He was going to the crib.
They should just run to the sideline after they kick it.
Yeah, so moving on, this upcoming weekend, now that that's over, we have the Bengals and the Chiefs, and we have the 49ers and the Rams. Let's just go ahead and call it Super Bowl Chiefs-Rams.
That is definitely the safest option. That definitely.
One team would make it. Who you think?
Huh?
That's the team.
One other team could go. Who you think it would be?
I think it would
Bengals.
Yeah. I was about to say, I think it would be
They just have to outscore the Chiefs. If they do that, they win.
Yeah. I don't know about outscoring. I think they just got locked the fuck up.
I was about to say the Bengals defense isn't bad.
Yeah, I think they just got locked up.
That's what I think is going to be. It's not the greatest, but compared to the Chiefs defense to me is literally like, we could get on the field and score.
Yeah.
Like, so.
It's just, you can have the best defense in the league, but you're going against Tyreek Hill, the fastest man ever.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes, he could take off and run for 50 at any point.
That is.
It's just too many weapons on our offense.
Which he definitely did, and that made me. He did it a couple times.
He had more rushing yards than Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, I'm about to say he had a couple good runs, and that just made me think. Me being obviously Madden ain't real football, but we're the QB spy.
Yeah.
Like,
somebody sent a spy up.
Why is no spy on the field, bro? Buddy is running free. He's having a field day. Buddy looking left and right like, oh yeah, they ain't nowhere near me. I got time. Yeah, nah, that's crazy. I do think the Bengals could possibly beat the Chiefs, but I wouldn't bet.
But I say if I could bet, like if I'm going to bet twice, I would bet the upset being definitely the Bengals, and I'm putting $5 on that draw.
The odds gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so if I win, that $5 turn to $500.
Yeah, I'm putting.
But the safe bet would definitely be money line, both sides, Chiefs, Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Rams to win it? Yes. We already said Rams to win it.
Yes.
So I guess we'll see in 2 weeks. So there's no off week this year because they got 17 weeks. So it's just all the way straight through.
I think they still have the Pro Bowl, right?
Oh, they still have a Pro Bowl. Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's 3 week after.
3 weeks. So they do still take a week, but I think they have like a week off.
Right.
Well, I guess they do. That would be the Pro Bowl. So they still have.
Okay. So just okay. So again, episode 3, we talk culture. We wrapped up that sports section a little bit more faster. There wasn't as many games though. That's one thing as well. Again, if you made it this far in the video, we really, really appreciate it. If you can go down and subscribe, make sure you touch that like button, smack that notification button. We drop every week. We're going to have bonus episodes coming. We got a lot of things in the work that we're trying to work out with scheduling things behind the scenes. So you're going to get more than just a podcast eventually. we're gonna be getting maybe 2 episodes, not a week, not yet, but definitely 2 episodes, maybe an extra 2 episodes a month, maybe something around there. We're gonna be working. We're gonna be working hard. And again, we really appreciate everybody who's been showing us love and really supporting us, man. We really, again, this is actually a manifested thing. I came up with this idea last year around Halloween time. And I really wanted to put this down. And then once 2022 came, I really wanted to put it into fruition. So I appreciate my brothers right here. One more time, again, if you guys can make sure you go down and subscribe. Comment down everything. If you guys comment down on the NBA Youngboy project.
Sports predictions.
Sports.
Project reviews.
Yes, sir.
NBA Youngboy fans that are going to send us the hate. Yeah. That's cool. It's cute. Whatever. The Dolph album, all that. We need it all.
Yeah, we need it all. And again, be ready for those shorts. And we will be, I'm probably going to say, if not this week, next week, I'm definitely going to make that playlist so we can start the SOS because we'll be going on week 4. And I'll be damn near 10 songs at this point. And me personally, I don't want to lose track. I ain't trying to be week 20 and I got to find fucking 40 songs to put on one playlist. Hell,
what's the SOS? He hitting us up. What's the
Yeah,
SOS from podcast 1? I don't know.
Facts. So, yeah, again, We Talk Culture. We out. Eat.